Hello there, submarine fans. It's Eric with thesubvet.com coming to you on a Saturday, August 8th, 2020. Can you believe it's the end of summer? Kids are going back to school. Where did time go? Hey, the last 3 months, I think we've been around 3 months, thesubvet.com, but I hope you have enjoyed our media products, which is both video podcasts, and we provide a free news link service. Well, all of it's free anyways. Free news link service on Facebook and Twitter. You can search both those social media, Twitter and Facebook, the Subvet, and you'll see the Subvet group at Facebook and see the Subvet. I think it's at the Subvet for Twitter. You can get your daily news, up-to-date submarine, anything to do with submarine around the world, whether it's submarines itself or people that have been on submarines or working on submarines or building submarines or even astronauts in space that are submariners. Anyways, hey, figured I'd just do a shout out to some of my guests, especially this very first one. You have to excuse me, I do have the pillow if you wonder about it. This shoulder's been completely replaced. They call it reverse shoulder arthroplasty. I probably said that wrong, but they replaced the entire joint, so I gotta have something to hold it up. It's just military drama and life drama, getting old drama. Anyway, so if you see me struggling to hold up things, that's why. I've been hiding it from people for now, but might as well let it out there so we can just not discuss it again. But the first book was Steve Brock. First guest, was Steve Brock. And he got this great book called Bubbleheads. And it's a fictitious book about his submarine service, his real submarine service, but not really the real things he did because we can't discuss that. But he's got the bubbleheadsthebook.com. You can go to that website, purchase it. And you go on Amazon.com and purchase it. And you can also go to the podcast through thesubvet.com and search for Steve Brock and see the first podcast, which was really brave of him to do because so we were just getting started. We didn't really know what we're doing. We still don't know what we're doing. We're still learning. That was our first one. And then the next guest we had up was both enlisted and officer. His name was David Anderson. He retired as a lieutenant commander. And here is his first book, Keep the Sign of the Service. And by the way, if I didn't know, they sign those copies. They signed this one. If you email any of my guests that I have on so far, I think they're willing to provide signed copies. But the next one I particularly want to talk about is Lethal Intentions. And if you purchase this book, which is a good book by the way, if you purchase this book, you will be helping out a fund, which is about his stepson's passing, which is tragic passing because of DUI. And it if you listen to the podcast, you can hear more on that. But he has started a fund called the Colby Haycock Memorial Scholarship. And if you go to that fund and contribute, it helps contribute to an education fund, not for college, which is, it's good if you contribute to college education, but this is for a trade school. And not too many kids are interested in trades, which they should, like being an electrician, lineman, welder. You're worth your weight in gold if you get any good at it. But he is contributing money to the kids, through that book, to kids that want to become a lineman, because that's what Colby wanted to be. And he also still does DUI or alcohol and awareness for kids at the schools, which is a good thing because it's something that should be talked about. And he's doing that in his area. A lot of people from the Carolinas have been on my show, by the way. Just want to say that for the record. Anyways, the next guest I had was Jon Rennie. And Jon Rennie, he is an officer in the Navy. And that was a really particularly good podcast because we took a delve into the leadership area. And I had 2 pages of questions. I mean, we didn't get to all of them. But yeah, it was just a real interesting guest to have on. So he's taken his submarine career and he has developed it over time in leadership because he was a leadership in this particular company. Now he started his own company. And now he has his own podcast called Deep Leadership Podcast. He puts out podcasts once or twice a week. And they're just short 30-minute podcasts on leadership principles. Because being a good leader, like he discussed on this website, you never stop learning to be a leader. That's how you be a good leader. You keep learning, you modify the way that you lead. And he also has the website JonRennie.com, and also I Have the Watch, which I believe that's his book. He has a book too. And our last guest, which hopefully you saw last week, was an actor. The guy is an actor. Can you believe it? So we served on the USS Jacksonville, and his name was Rick Kelvin Branch. And I hope you go and check him out. You can go to IMDb and type in Rick Kelvin Branch, and you can see that he is an actor. And he's in an upcoming blockbuster movie, Wonder Woman, coming up. So, hey, we're trying to get great guests on here, and we appreciate the ones on it, and we hope that you enjoyed our podcast so far. But we have more surprises coming up. got something in the pen. I don't want to give too much about the podcast upcoming, but it might have something to do with some people across the pond, if you get what I'm saying. But anyways, if you want to be on thesubvet.com, please contact me, thesubvet@gmail.com. My email address again is thesubvet@gmail.com. My name is Eric, by the way. Contact me there. And hey, arrange to be on the show. And also, if you're going to be in the Denver, Colorado area, here where the studios are located, where the war, real close by, you can do our first in-studio interview. Hey, get a hold of me. Maybe we can arrange that. You come in, even if you can just do 30 minutes. We'll do a podcast in studio, and that would be a great thing for not only us, but for our listeners as well. Great experience. Hey, we're trying to do great stuff. We're learning as we go. It's a lot to do. So we also hope that you go to the donate section on thesubvet.com and donate what you can, whether it's a few dollars or a little bit extra. Donate to, you can see all the equipment we're buying, but it's not just equipment, it's running websites, purchasing website software and software, and putting in all the time learning. And I also have moderators on my Facebook group, which I'm giving a shout. Great job. They're doing a great job having a safe group on Facebook for us to be, because I let people comment, but we want to keep it a safe environment where kids can even go on and see it. So that's what the subvet.com is all about, is not only getting submarine stories and submarine information out to people, but all people, not just submariners, but kids or people that have an interest in it, because it's kind of like space flight, which we have astronauts that are submarine. By the way, if you're a submarine astronaut listening, please contact me at thesubvet.com. And please arrange for, an interview here on thesubvet.com. Well, anyways, we're calling this segment TSV Perspectives. You might see that below. And by the way, while you're there, click on YouTube there and subscribe and hit the bell for me. We need to get subscribers so we can firm our place up in the YouTube world. But if you could do that, subscribe, that would be great. But hey, hope you enjoyed our video podcast today and enjoyed all our other media products that we do. But hey, this is Eric at thesubvet.com, where it's always 13 green to go. And we hope you have a fine Navy day.